How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Eclectic Improvement podcast. So in this series, I'm going to be discussing a wide variety of topics related to self-improvement. First and foremost, it is a journal where I can describe my experiences, describe what I've learned, talk about the trials and the tribulations that I've faced, what I've succeeded with, what I've failed with, what I can do better going forward, and in addition, lessons that I can learn from my past. As a 21-year-old young man, I have a long ways to go before I finally arrive to that point where I feel that I'm successful, or that I've made it, or that I have done everything that I wanted to do. I'm very far from that point. And again, this podcast is primarily meant as a way for me to document the journey, to go deep, and to discuss my ideas, discuss my beliefs, discuss what I've experienced, in the hopes that you can learn and benefit from the insights that I have gained throughout the next following months, the next following years, and you can use these lessons, hopefully, to live a better life, to become more successful yourself, to become happier yourself, and to become the best version of yourself in total. So, to start out this podcast, I want to kind of discuss a little bit of my background, who I am, and what I am looking to achieve. So, as I mentioned, I am 21 years old. I'm a young man, and currently I'm studying in university online. I'm currently studying a tech-related path, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And one of the things that I would definitely like to work on going forward is learning how to become a more efficient student, how to become a better student, how to concentrate better, how to get into that state of deep work, of deep flow, of being able to be well organized with my work, to achieve a higher GPA, and in general, just turn in things on time or early, even better. And in general, just become the best student that I can be. While I'm in university, I want to ensure that I am doing the best that I can do given the circumstances that I'm currently in. And I have a lot of fitness related goals as well. I would like to improve when it comes to martial arts. Starting last January, I began training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. And these martial arts are great, and I've been learning quite a bit. I've been making some good progress, and I've been really enjoying it so far. I've been having a lot of fun with all the training that I've been doing, meeting a lot of great people, and I want to continue to progress. Currently, I'm a 0-stripe white belt in Jiu-Jitsu, and, I've only been training for a few months in Muay Thai. I have not competed in either, but as time goes on, who knows, I might see some opportunities to compete, maybe not, or maybe I'll just continue training and I'll kind of document those experiences, what I've learned from martial arts training, and how these insights can help me in the future when it comes to other areas of my life. One thing that I've been working on for many years is the quest to build muscle. Admittedly, I have not been super consistent with working out, with lifting weights and going to the gym consistently, of eating plenty of food, and just putting in the work consistently, like not just intensely, because sometimes, I'll go to the gym for like 2 or 3 hours, but then I'll do it so infrequently that I'm not really making progress. And so what I want to do is make sure that, alongside the martial arts training I'm doing, even though I'm doing it frequently, like oftentimes I'll be training 4, 5, 6 times a week. What I want to make sure of, what I want to make sure I do is, still manage, my ability to recover, still manage my ability to adjust the frequency, adjust the intensity and the volume accordingly to make sure that I am doing these things consistently, to ensure that I can do these and still, do these workouts, still gain muscle, still train martial arts, and yet still make progress in both areas without having to sacrifice one or the other. It's just all about managing, right? And so those are like my two primary fitness related goals. One thing that I'm kind of putting on hold right now, but I definitely do want to get back into is learning languages. So a few years ago, I started learning Japanese. I'm kind of at a basic level where I know some, I know like hiragana, katakana, I know like some of the basic kanji, and I can string together a few basic sentences, but not enough to like string together really a coherent conversation, so to speak. So this is definitely something that I want to return to and get back into studying, and definitely I'll kind of talk about it when I get back into it and what I've been doing, and just kind of documenting the progress that I've been making in that regard. Something that I like to do, but is something I don't do as much of anymore is, reading books, taking courses, just learning a lot about self-improvement in general, just trying to expand my level of knowledge. Currently, I've been taking a break from that. So I will still like listen to podcasts and audiobooks while I drive my car and stuff like that, just kind of in the background. But currently I'm not really actively seeking out like new self-improvement information because I posted a YouTube video about this about a month ago where I was talking about how my addiction to information was holding me back because I get in these states of analysis paralysis. I'd be doing so much research on everything that I was interested in, everything that I've been trying to do. And oftentimes, I would use these moments of, me sitting at home researching and not taking action. I would trick myself into thinking that I was being productive that way. I would trick myself into thinking that I was, doing something that was really moving the needle forward. Now, that's not to say that being educational, like when it comes to like seeking out new sources of education, that's not to say that these things are not productive or that they can't help you, because they definitely can expand your worldview. They can definitely help you with becoming more knowledgeable and having new information that you can apply and kind of work smarter, right? You can work smarter instead of harder without the relevant information. But there's a problem that comes when you research so much that you don't have anything to show for yourself because you're just absorbing this information, but you're not doing anything with it. So what I've been doing is, I spent so many years researching about self-improvement, reading so many books, taking so many courses, reading articles, watching YouTube videos. At this point, I feel like I'm at a point now where I can comfortably say that I've pretty much established my views when it comes to self-improvement. I've established my perspectives when it comes to this area of my life. And I feel like now I'm at a point where I know enough and I just have to go. I just have to take action, and I just need to do what I know I should be doing, right? And to a certain extent, I've been doing really well with that as of late. I've been working out a lot, especially like training martial arts. I do need to be a little bit more consistent with lifting, but other than that, I'm still like very physically active in the grand scheme of things. I keep a consistent skincare routine, and I do that every single night. And it definitely helps. It's something that's a little bit necessary for me because my skin tends to be really dry. If I don't do my skincare routine, then I get all flaky and everything. That's not good. So I have to be consistent with that. It's not even optional for me. And so also what I like to do before bed is, I like to have my nightly routine, brush my teeth, take a warm shower, do my skincare routine. And then also I will stretch, and then I'll do some visualizations before bed. I'll just kind of visualize my goals, visualize what I want to achieve in life. I've been fairly consistent with that. I haven't been doing it every day, but I at least do it like twice a week. And it has definitely been a helpful thing for relaxation before bed and, just getting my mind set correctly before I fall asleep. So I'll definitely continue doing that and maintaining that habit. And hopefully, this is something that I can gradually bump up to every single day. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. And beyond that, I think that a lot of the, just like the basic habits, I'm doing pretty well with those, and I just need to be a little bit more consistent with them. And because I know what I need to do when it comes to, my nightly routine. I'm eating healthy, exercising on the regular, and I kind of visualize instead of meditate. Doing plenty of stretching, which is very good for exercise recovery and everything. I live a very healthy lifestyle, especially for, a young man my age. Like I'm 21 years old. There's a lot of guys out here who are not living that healthy lifestyle. They're constantly partying and drinking. They might be doing drugs and staying up really late playing video games or watching Netflix. But to be fair, I do have a tendency of staying up late. I do tend to be a night owl. I have tried waking up early, but it seems to not be working for me, during college. I used to pull it off pretty easily back in high school. I used to wake up at 5 a.m. every day in my senior year, but now that I'm in college and I have a more free schedule, it's been difficult for me to remain consistent with it for more than 3 days, and I've tried multiple times to pull it off. It doesn't really work. I can't really pull it off for very long, so I've sort of embraced it at this point. I just kind of wake up late. I get on my work as soon as I wake up. I still get my exercise in. Still live a fairly healthy lifestyle, beyond that. But, I'm also a pretty productive as well. I feel like there's a lot of area for improvement when it comes to my productivity. But I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing quite well. Considering my circumstances and the healthy lifestyle that I've been living and everything. So I'll just kind of keep going forward and just kind of talk about, little tweaks, little adjustments that I made when it comes to being a more productive student, becoming more productive in general when it comes to every single area of my life. I'll just keep talking about it. And yeah, and in future episodes, I will be talking about my progress when it comes to my goals, what I've been doing, what I haven't been doing, what I want to do, and, my insights, my perspectives. Perhaps I could read off some entries from my journal, kind of break it down, analyze it, reflect on it. And just kind of talk about, general ideas when it comes to the self-improvement journey, habits that could be beneficial for you. I'm going to be talking about all kinds of different areas of self-improvement. And that's what Eclectic Improvement is all about. It's all about becoming your best self in all areas of life. It's not just about money. It's not just about physical health. It's not just about mental health. It's not just about one area of life. It's all about becoming your best self in every single area of your life. That holistic self-improvement, as Hamza calls it. And so that's my main goal with this podcast here. So with that being said, thank you for tuning into this podcast. And for everyone who has been watching me on YouTube, thank you for sticking along and, listening to this podcast until the end. And yeah, so for all the supporters on YouTube, just know that I have switched to podcasts, at least for the time being. Not sure if I want to make any YouTube videos in the future. I'll definitely just kind of leave it up in the air for now. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But for next following months, for the time being, I'm going to be focusing on making podcasts and just kind of experimenting with this format. I mean, I'm definitely enjoying this first episode so far, so this definitely seems like a very promising format. So for all the people that are, supporting me on YouTube, definitely check me out on Spotify. You can listen to me on anywhere pretty much you can find podcasts. And so with all that being said, for everyone tuning in, regardless of what platform you're on, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And thank you for joining me on this journey. So with all that being said, I'm going to be posting new content every week, every Sunday to be more precise. And so with that being said, I will talk to you all next time.